Welcome back. In this video we will be covering how to capture the configured image. This video will cover a two-part process that utilizes sysprep and a capture script from MDT to capture the image and place it onto the server for future deployments. First I will explain both methods and then I will explain the process. So let's begin by going to your share, /command server, and for this I'm going to go ahead and use my test share since it is up and running. If you go to the scripts folder inside your share, you'll find a bunch of scripts that are utilized during the deployment process. However, there's one script that we need. You're looking for the lighttouch.vbs script file. And if you launch this, you can see that it actually launches the deployment wizard, which allows us to choose the task sequence that we created in a past video. So for this, I'm just going to go ahead and close it. Now the second way is to use a script that I wrote. The script will be placed on IMAX. If you are watching on the internet, you're going to have to utilize the first method. Both methods are equal. The only difference is that the capture script is a shortcut. It'll actually ask you to log in through the script. It'll also check to see if there is a server connection and that the internet is active. If you go ahead and push G, it will go ahead and launch the program, and it will go out and actually start the script automatically. Both methods do the exact same thing. I do like my script because, in my opinion, it is a little faster. If it's already on the desktop, I can just double click, type in two things versus typing in a whole server path and clicking around. It's all preference. It also requires me not to remember what script exactly I have to pick, because if you start clicking through those scripts, some of them will start deleting themselves, and that's when you start running into some really big issues. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and use the syscap, which is the sysprep and capture, and I'm going to capture an image of this because I'm utilizing this computer as a reference computer. And I want to tell the Windows deployment wizard that I'm going to store it in this location in the captures folder inside my share, and I can give it a name, but it has to end in .win because this is a Windows image file. So since today is the 19th of April, I will go ahead and call this win8 and then the date. And then finally you have to end it with the .wim. So since we're going to go ahead and capture this, we do need a sysprep, but it will actually sysprep as a part of the capture process, so we do not have to worry about it. Now sysprep, what it's going to do is it's going to prepare the machine for an image capture. It's going to strip out the unnecessary data from the operating system, and this will include the drivers, the network information, and the PC name. When I say network information, I mean that it will actually remove you from the domain and then strip all of your networking settings out of the image. After you've named your .wim file, you can go ahead and push next, and it's going to ask you to log on to the network share. So type in your credentials. As you can see, it is launching the sysprep process. It will then reboot into Windows PE and then capture the image. The image will be stored on your server, which you can actually go back into Windows MDT and set the operating system inside your task sequence.